I think part of the fun of running your own company and owning a brand like this, the brand can go in so many different directions and can do so many things. And I won't bore you with half the wacky ideas that we've got coming up over time, but it's an exciting brand to work with. And lots of people want to work with us. And it's very hard to turn people down, providing they're the right partners, as we talked about. So lots of opportunity does come knocking, and we also go and find it.
What I'm wondering is, a year or so ago, it was very in to be extravagant. And these days, it seems to be more in to find ways to be frugal. Yep. So how has that impacted your business plan?
Yeah.
We've certainly seen a drop in the total transaction value that our customers are spending with us online. And we've got to answer to that. So we're always trying to get our hotels to offer better value. We're creating special offers for our members. And I think that, how we have a great budget boutique hotel collection, that collection is the most viewed collection on our website, absolutely. We're in a time where nobody wants to feel that they're paying top dollar for anything unless they're getting value out of it. But we've always been about getting something for value.
Also,
we always give back.
I think for us, we're really fortunate. A lot of our customers are going away for anniversaries, birthdays, at special occasions, and I think that's the time, or maybe when boys are taking young ladies away courting, they will splash out and maybe get the credit card out one more time for that weekend away. So I think hopefully travel is the last thing, particularly the type of travel we're selling, is the last thing to go. I think, I wouldn't want to be a car dealer, but I think travel's still an okay place to be. And as Tam said, as long as you're being competitive and offering great offers, then you should be fine.
We have a team of people in-house that's what they do. They call the hotels and try and get better offers. And what we were talking about, the Telegraph 2 for 1, it was literally last week. And it was, 2 for 1 on some fantastic boutique hotels. Those kind of offers are what people want. And that's what we're in charge of getting for our members.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually 40% up on the first quarter of last year. So we're kind of holding our breath and hoping that it carries on. But we're working hard at it.
So I never heard about Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I thought, there was some relation to the movie. And Tamara almost looks like Angelina. So.
You're very kind.
I don't think you.
Sadly, I didn't I knew that was coming. You set yourself up for your own joke.
Yeah.
You can tell it's the end of the day.
This is really a pseudonym or
Yes.
a sort of a wannabe, is it?
No,
for a dirty weekend.
In England, because obviously we're very much no sex, please, we're British, I think I can't remember who said that. Was it the Queen or the Sex Pistols? I'm not sure, but
Margaret Thatcher.
Probably. We like to keep everything behind closed doors, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith in England means you're going on maybe a mischievous, anonymous weekend with someone you may not or shouldn't be necessarily going away with.
It's the name you would sign on the register.
Yeah, so you would
remain incognito.
Celebrities may use it, for example, as well. So it's about going incognito, and it says everything. It says you're on a naughty weekend without having to be overt about it and crass about it, because we're British. I think when we tested the Mr. and Mrs. theory around the world, in France it was Monsieur and Mademoiselle Dupont. In Italy it was Rossi. I think it kind of went on.
It doesn't work everywhere.
Yeah.
In the US, for example, they think of Brad and Angelina.
Yeah.
So that's a real challenge for us to break into that market. It's an educational process, and we've taken the view whenever we talk to press in the US, they don't get it because they don't know, Mr. and Mrs. Smith means nothing to them. But when you explain it to them, of course, a smile goes on their face. They love the story. And so it's an education process, and that's why we've taken the decision not to change the brand name and become boutique hotels in
Plus the product's international
US.
anyway, and the product speaks for itself. So once we get over the name and they explain it, then it's absolutely fine.
I guess you have had a fair amount of PR because of the movie. Have you considered hiring them for?
No, it was a nightmare.
Actually, it was a bit of a nightmare. When the movie came out, the Times said they wanted to do a big splash with us on killer weekends away.
Weekends to Die For.
Yeah,
I think
Weekends to Die For was the thing.
Yeah.
And so we were very excited about it. It was going to be a huge
Full
supplement of highlighting all of our hotels. And then 2 days after the supplement was supposed to go into the paper, Brad and Angelina, it was splashed all over the press that they'd been told to be quiet in a hotel room.
They were getting a little amorous.
So,
and then
so
their
the
legal team pulled the whole thing.
Pulled the entire thing. So we got actually less press.
And we got knocked off our #1 slot on Google, so actually it became a bit of a pain.
For our brand name, which is, yes.
Yeah.
We're back up there now, of course.
Tell us about the demographic of your secret shoppers.
Ooh,
The
demographic of our secret shoppers, of our anonymous. The
right.
demographic is very varied, and we try to match them to the hotels, to be honest with you, because I think this is another really important point about what we do. We're not just about luxury. We're not about stars, diamonds, rosettes. I'm not interested in any of that. We're about the experience for the price, and it can be a restaurant with rooms, it can be a pub, a great bed and breakfast, it can be a 5-star all singing, all dancing hotel. It's about, as a couple, sometimes you want to just go away and wear your jeans and trainers and have a great meal and spend £100 on a night, and you may not be able to afford to spend more than that. And sometimes, as we talked about, it's an anniversary and you may want something a bit more rock and roll in Paris or whatever. So it's about recognizing as a couple, we wanted different experiences at different times.
So our anonymous reviewers are the same.
Yeah.
We have semi-celebrities, we have celebrities, and
we tend not to steer to celebrity because they have different experiences to you and I, but we do have a sprinkling of celebrities.
So people like Stella McCartney have reviewed for us, Dita Von Teese, who's very on brand.
Yeah, Raymond Blanc.
Raymond Blanc has reviewed for us. And then a host of other reviewers who you may not know by name, but you will definitely have eaten in their restaurant or been inside their building. Yeah. Architects,
we're definitely
galleries.
not ageist. I mean, our average age of a Smith member is 35.5 to be precise. But we have, I mean, my dad's one of our best customers and he's 65 now. So I think Mr. and Mrs. Smith, because of the quality of the product and because the insider information that we bring, it works from 25 to 75, and I hope we carry on going to boutique hotels like this until it's all over, frankly. So we pick people for the right place.